produced waves that were over 50 feet high. Those storms make Lake Superior the most dangerous out of the 5 Great Lakes, alongside it being the largest, oldest, greatest, and deepest. We have approximately 350 shipwrecks at the bottom of Lake Superior. Those are just ones that we're aware of. And most of those are just freighters. They don't count like smaller speedboats and things like that. If we were to count all of that, it is estimated to be about 20,000. I should probably clarify that that also includes like old school sailboats and things like that from like the 1700s and 1800s. The largest and most famous shipwreck on Lake Superior is one that I'm sure many of you guys know the name of, the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. How many of you guys on second deck here know that vessel? How many of you guys know the song Direct David Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot? Yeah? You want to sing it for us? See, I would, but my boss doesn't want me to anymore. Apparently it scares people. I don't know if they're referring to my singing or the song itself.
So November is the worst month for the
Fitzgerald was a 740-foot long bulk carrier that sank on November 10th of 1975 at about 7:15 p.m. During a storm that produced 80-mile-an-hour winds and 20 to 25-foot high waves on average. She sank 15 miles in the coastal Whitefish Bay, taking all 29 crew members down with her. She currently lies about 530 feet below the surface of the water in 2 separate pieces. The vessel sank so quickly that she broke in half. The stern section is upside down, about 180 feet away from the bow. I believe the entire debris field stretches a radius of about 3/4 of a mile around the ship.
I was going to say November, he said, is the worst month here for waves. They can get up to 35, 40 feet.
And in a moment, it's going to start going up, about 2 minutes or so, but it's going to start going up for us and smaller boats on the other side of it. Before we go back underneath there, though, I'm going to point out the 3 lighthouses that are in front of us. One lighthouse at the end of each pier, and a 3rd lighthouse over by the bridge on the south pier on the left. That particular lighthouse by the bridge, that is owned by a local gentleman named Steve Sola. And the lighthouses at the end of the piers are owned by the Coast Guard. These lighthouses tell ships where the entry begins, how wide it is, and where the bridge is if it's very foggy. There are times where we are right now, you can't see the bridge. The Coast Guard's job is to make sure these lighthouses at the end of the piers are operational 24 hours a day, 365 days out of the year, in every weather condition we can experience. During stormy weather, it's not uncommon to have a Coast Guard member or 2 inside each lighthouse to be there if something malfunctions. But for the most part, the lighthouse is operating on their own on days like today. And the Coast Guard will routinely go there usually once or twice a month to do general maintenance, cleaning, changing the light bulbs, and things like that. You know, a lot of light housekeeping. When the air lift bridge does start going up in a minute or so, you can be able to watch how it's working. And the 2 towers of the bridge at the very top are large concrete blocks. Those will start moving down as the lifting span moves up. Each block of concrete weighs 150 tons and currently counterbalances the 900-ton lifting span. It is so well balanced, which only uses 2 125 horsepower engines to operate. In the top right corner of the bridge, you can see there's a little yellow light out there. That yellow light tells us that the current in the entryway is very slow right now, or basically at a standstill. Slow meaning it's under 5 miles an hour. If the current were to go over 5 miles an hour heading out into the lake, that light would turn green, and if it went into the harbor at over 5 miles an hour, the light would turn red. So those lights up there tell boats and vessels what the current events are. And in the middle of the lifting span of the bridge is a little house that holds the bridge tenders. Bridge tenders get it to go up and down. They communicate with freighters and with boats like us. Our captain radioed the bridge a few minutes ago requesting a inbound lift at the top of the hour. The bridge will go up every half hour throughout the day for smaller boats like us, and whenever is necessary for Coast Guard vessels and the big freighters. It's actually a difficult job to become a bridge attendant. You need to be an engineer and a mechanic to operate the thing. Because if it stops working, guess who's responsible to figure out what's wrong? So no pressure there. Actually, for the most part, it's generally kind of a laid-back job. They're not really doing much more than doing what they're doing right now, which is getting the bridge go up and down. For smaller boats, interviews that are conducted with the bridge tenders, one of the most common questions is, do you like your job and what's your job like? And they say it's not too bad of a job. It can be a little slower on, a little dull on days when there's not a lot of shipping activity. For example, today is a great example of that. There's not really a whole lot of shipping activity going on. But it is a lot of fun when there's a lot more shipping activity, so it does have its ups and downs. As we are about to go underneath the aerial lift bridge, everyone who is outside, especially on the front sections of this vessel, you may wish to cover your ears. Our captain is going to be sounding off our ship's horn once again. He'll be doing